Scorpio, 2025 is likely going to be a year that starts off really quiet, all right? Your ruling planet, or at least one of your ruling planets, Mars, is going to be retrograde in Leo and Cancer from January to February. So at the very top of the year, it's like everything kind of just stops. Everything kind of just gets still, and it's really a time to conserve your energy. And you are going to need it, because with the rest of the astrology for 2025, things are going to get very busy on a daily basis for you. So spend those first 2 months resting, because honey, you're going to need that energy. All right. So if you want to know more about what 2025 has in store for you, stick around. You definitely don't want to miss this. Hello, my loves. As always, I hope that this video finds you well and in excellent spirits. If this is our first time meeting, welcome. My name is Mel. I'm a professional astrologer and sound therapist, and I'm the founder of Divine Feminine Works, where I help people unlock their divinity and discover their magic. And as always, if you are returning, welcome back. So this is the 2025 yearly astro forecast for the sign of Scorpio. Now, this video is definitely for Scorpio and Scorpio rising, but more specifically, Scorpio rising. So if you're a Scorpio sun watching this, you'll definitely want to watch the video for your rising sign so that you will have a comprehensive view of what 2025 has to offer for you. All right, so what can we say about 2025 for you that I haven't said already? So the year starts off slow. It should start off kind of restful too, because like I said before, your ruling planet Mars, or at least one of your ruling planets, Mars, will be retrograde, okay? And so this is about conserving your energy, right? So this has a lot to do with like your career and with sort of your public life. So come the top of the year, you're definitely going to want to rein things in a little bit. This is not the time to perhaps look for a new job, try to get a promotion, any of that. Conserve your energy, because you're definitely going to need it this year. And I say that because the way that the astrology is set up for 2025, there is going to be a heavy emphasis and a heavy sort of exclamation point when it comes to Aries energy, okay? We've got Mars, the ruling planet of Aries, going retrograde. Mercury will be retrograde in Mars at some point during the year. We've got Neptune, and we have Saturn moving into Aries this year. So that dynamic, bold, initiative energy is going to be emphasized for all of us. And for you, this is your 6th house of work and health. So starting the year off slowly, quietly, is going to be good, not only just to conserve your physical energy, but perhaps to really heal. Maybe you've been going through the most, or maybe you've been battling with some sort of a health issue. The top of the year is when you definitely want to address that. Because if it is not addressed then, later on in 2025, when all of this planetary energy gets really active in Aries, you might experience exacerbation or flare-ups or instances where you're not necessarily feeling your best, okay? Now, apart from health issues, it could have you feeling burnt out or run down because your daily routine, everything that you do on a daily basis, including your job, it's going to get seriously activated, okay? And so it's really important, again, that you take the time to rest and recalibrate and recharge your batteries at the top of the year. That's going to be between January and February, all right? And so when there is this emphasis on your 6th house of work and health, it's really going to give you the opportunity to make headway when it comes to your goals, your ambitions, and your desires, right? Because Aries is all about self. Aries energy, it's very driven. It's like, this is what I want. I'm going to go after it. It's like eating what you kill, right? So you may find that beginning in March of 2025 is when you become a lot more ambitious on the work front, when you're thinking about the things that you want, the things that you want to achieve. And these things, these goals, these ambitions, they could be of a selfish nature. And what I mean by that is, maybe you want a job that's going to pay you a lot of money so that you can travel, right? Or maybe you want the job that has work from home and create your own hours, right? Like you don't care what society thinks, or you don't care necessarily what anyone else is going to have to say about it. If there's something that you want, if there's something that you desire, particularly on the work front, this year is going to be the year where you kind of go after it. Okay. So it's going to be really important that, again, you conserve your energy and also use Mars retrograde to really fine tune your desires and your passions. The one thing about Aries energy is that it has a laser-like focus. It's almost focused to the point of obsession. So if we're thinking about the things that we want, right? Aries energy, especially when that Aries energy is activated, it gets us a little obsessed about it. It gets us to really be like, listen, this is what I want. I'm going to have it no matter what. I want it. I get it. Like that is the mantra for Aries. And that has everything to do with your daily life and your health. So this could be a situation where 2025 finds you getting really serious about getting healthy. Maybe you don't have any health issues, but maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe you want to gain weight. Maybe you want to lose, some fat and tone up or whatever. I feel like 2025 is going to be a great year to really start that. Not only start it, but also be able to commit to it. Saturn is going to be entering in Aries, and Saturn is all about commitment. Aries is not necessarily the commitment kind of sign, right? Aries wants what it wants. It gets really hyped in the beginning, but sometimes it has a little difficulty following through with things. But the presence of Saturn in Aries this year, it's like if you want something, the universe is going to conspire to get you to commit to it. Now, understand that commitment isn't necessarily always comfortable because commitment requires discipline. It requires work. It requires longevity, right? But when it comes to work and health, this is the area of life that beginning in 2025, you can take actions that you will commit to that will take you to exactly where you want to be. The job where you work only 5 hours a week and get paid really well. Or the job that pays you beaucoup bucks so that you could travel the world. Or the body that you've always wanted. The health that you've always wanted, right? A daily routine that people would be envious of. 2025 is going to offer ample opportunity to start planting those seeds and getting those roots in. So again, it really behooves you in the beginning of the year to figure out what it is that you want. Get crystal clear and laser-like focused on what you want. Conserve that energy so that come March and into the rest of 2025, you can hit the ground running when it comes to these things. I love this for you, Scorpio, right? You guys have that fire, that passion, because you guys are co-ruled by Mars. So with Mars sort of being the star, one of the stars of the astrological show this year, and with Aries being activated, you guys, along with Aries, are not only going to feel this energy the most, but also stand to benefit the most from it. If you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to be committed, and if you're willing to hold the vision and take the steps that you need to take to make that vision a reality. 2025 could literally be the year that changes everything for you in your daily life. This is not this change that's going to be pie in the sky and that's really going to be bigger picture. This is going to be tangible change that you can immediately notice, not only in your immediate environment, but in your everyday waking life. 2025 is that year for you, honey. So take advantage. So my advice to you going into 2025, start the year off by resting, recalibrating, recharging your batteries, and figuring out exactly what you want your day-to-day life to be like, and then gear up to commit to action steps that can make that daily dream life a reality. All right, my loves. So that concludes this video on the 2025 yearly astro forecast for the sign of Scorpio. Now, this was meant to give you just the broadest overview and the most important thing that you need to know going into 2025. If you want to know more, including what your love life is going to look like, how your money is going to look like in 2025, then you'll definitely want to check out the extended reading. The link is in the description box below. Or if you are a channel member, the video will be up in our members section. But if this is where you drop off, hopefully you got an important tidbit of information that you could use going into 2025 and beyond. All right, my loves, thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you nothing but the best for 2025 and beyond, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.